Hello everyone, I'll be handling calculus 2 here, that is limits and continuity. Under calculus 2 only limits and continuity I'll be handling for you. So this year topic is calculus 2 and theory of numbers. Okay, so this is my topic, limits and continuity and differentiability. Here I come across the topics: limit of a function, properties and problems, continuity of a function's properties and problems, infimum, supremum of a function, theorem on continuity, intermediate mean value theorem, differentiability. Okay, so these are the topics which I'll be covering under limits, continuity and differentiability. This is of 16 hours total. So we will finish this around in 16 hours, or it might vary from a little, that's either side. Okay. Here is your lab portions. These are the programs you'll be coming across: limits and continuity, differentiability, Rolle's theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem, Taylor's theorem, intermediate forms, partial derivatives and number theory. Okay, this is per week you'll have 4 hours, 1 lab. Okay, let's see what is limits and continuity. So we'll start with what is limits. Okay, so in order to know limits, we need to know what is a function first. So what is a function? Let x and y be two non-empty set. So x is a set, y is a set, both are non-empty. And what is a function? Function is a rule or mapping in which every element of x is assigned to unique element of y. Okay, that means every element, say these dots are elements of x and these dots are elements of y. So first element I'll take it to be x here and first element to be y here. So there is a mapping from x to y. So what is the mapping? Mapping is f of x. So f of x can be, say I'll give f of x is equal to x square. That means here in the place of x, if I have 1 becomes 1 square here. What is 1 square? It is 1. If it is 2, it is 2 square here. That is 4. That is an example. So let's check out that example. Example, f of x is equal to, let us take x square, and we are having a mapping f from x to y. So what will be the elements of x and what will be the elements of y? So x elements are given to be 1, 4 and 3. Okay, so elements of x are 1, 4 and 3. So now what will be elements of y? First element is 1. If you are performing this operation f of x, what happens? 1 becomes 1 square. 1 square is 1. 4 becomes 4 square. 4 square is 4 4s are 16. 3 square is 9. So the elements of y will be 1, 16 and 9 after the mapping of f of x is equal to x square. So clear what is a function? Now let's see some definitions. So what is a domain? If f from x to y is a function, then x is called the domain. This is capital X. Then this x is called the domain. So here if you see x and y are the two sets, non-empty sets, and this set x is called the domain. What is codomain? Codomain is a set which is we are mapping to. So y is the codomain. Y is a codomain if f is a function from x to y. Okay, so now what is range of a function? So let's see what is range of a function. Range of f is equal to f of x such that x belongs to x. So range of f is a subset of the codomain. So you know what is a codomain now. Say if this y is your codomain, right? So subset of these elements, say 1, 16 and 9. So if I take 16 and 9, that is a subset of this set, right? So that subset will be the range of f. Okay. Now let's see an example. Let f from -1 to 1, which is tending to r, show that f of x is equal to x cube, where a is equal to this and domain is a domain and r is the codomain. Okay, so range is given here to be 0, 1. So what is 0, 1? From where did you get this range? So you have domain to be -1, 1. So what is codomain? -1 cube. If with this satisfies, -1 cube is -1, 1 cube is 1. So that is ranging between the closed interval -1 to 1. So -1, 0, 1. All the elements here in between this range belongs to the codomain set 2, right? So from there, if I say 0, 1 is a subset of codomain, Yes, right? So this is a range of the given function. Okay, so let's see what is limit of a function. So let f of x be a given function, then limit of f of x at x is equal to a is denoted by limit x tends to a f of x. So we have two types of limits. So what is the definition or denotion of limit? Limit x tends to a f of x. Okay, so we have two types of limits, left hand limit and right hand limit. So what is left hand limit? Let f of x be a given function, then left hand limit of f of x at a is limit x tends to a to the power of minus is a denotion of left hand limit. F of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h is left hand limit denotion. This is how you calculate left hand limit. Okay, this is a formula. We have right hand limit. Right hand limit of f of x at a is limit x tends to, we denote right hand limit to be a plus. F of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. Here f of a minus h. Here f of a plus h. So we have what is existence of a limit or existence of limit at a point. So limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h, which is left hand limit, which is equal to the right hand limit. Then we can say the limit exists. Say left hand limit was 0 and right hand limit is also 0. That means 0 is equal to 0. That means limit exists. Say if left hand limit was 1 and right hand limit was 0, then does the limit exist? 1 is not equal to 0, therefore the limit does not exist.
Thank you.